Hello, everyone. We are diving into a really important topic today. So while we wait for the notifications to go through, wait for everyone to kind of dive in, I would love to see where everyone is joining from today. So if you could let me know in the chat where exactly you are watching from, and if you have a scan that's coming up sometime in the next couple of weeks, we'll say, drop a little blue heart in the chat for me so that we can support you today and hopefully help get you through this difficult time. So I am gonna grab a little sip of tea here. It's still morning here in Colorado. Um, so I would love to see where everyone is joining from today. Welcome to all of you. So for anybody that is new here, my name is Jelena. Oops, sorry. My name is Jelena, and I am a stage 3 rectal cancer survivor. And this community that I have created here on YouTube, my channel, Life as a Cancer Survivor, it's all about building a community and offering support for all of you out there, whether you're going through a rectal cancer diagnosis, colon, any kind of cancer. I am here to help you through this. And today, we're tackling one of the biggest downsides of the cancer diagnosis, after. So let me grab a little sip of tea here while I am waiting for everyone to hop in and say hello. Again, let me know where you're from in the chat so that we can see where everyone is joining from today. So picture this. You're sitting in the waiting room. Your palms are sweaty, your heart's beating and racing. Every time that the door opens, you kind of hold your breath. And even though it's been maybe years since you've been in treatment, but at this moment you feel like you're a patient all over again. Does that sound familiar to anybody out there? So recently, I just shared a video, maybe like a month or two ago, about my biggest post-cancer scare yet. So a moment that brought all of those fears rushing back, panicking, thinking that the cancer had returned. So I've been seeing many of you in the comments also kind of feel that panic when any kind of new symptom appears. So today, we're going to talk about getting through that. We're talking about scanxiety. If you've never heard the word scanxiety before, it's kind of a combination of the word scan. We get CT scans, PET scans, MRIs, or whatever for follow-up or even during treatment, and anxiety. Pieced together, you get scanxiety. So we're going to talk about how you survive the waiting, how to process new symptoms without spiraling, and how I personally kept my sanity through all of those what-ifs. So before we dive in, I want to say welcome, hello, Eleanor from Minnesota. We've got ordinary vlogs coming in from India. Wow, hello, welcome. Glad to have you here on my channel. So if you have a scan coming up, feel free to drop a little blue heart in the comments too, and we will send you some love and support. So I've definitely had my fair share of scanxiety over the years. I finished up treatment back in the spring of 2017, so I have had a lot of scans, and there's been a lot of waiting for those results as well. So figuring out how to navigate those scan days and the wait after the scan is an important part of life after cancer, or while going through treatment and you're anxiously waiting for those results to see if the treatment that you're currently doing is working. So let's talk a little bit more about, my recent scare where I panicked. I had some new symptoms, which were bleeding, which is scary. Many of you that have had a colorectal cancer diagnosis probably experienced some bleeding as one of your symptoms. It was definitely one of mine. So brain immediately goes to, oh my gosh, the cancer is back. Or the cancer has spread, I have a new cancer. And there were a lot of tests that I had to go to, and it takes time. Any of you out there that had a cancer diagnosis, no, it's not a simple, oh, you have cancer, here's what's next. There's so many tests that you have to go through, and each of those is anxiety inducing. Trying to get through each of those, wait and wonder what those results are. So, here are some strategies that I have come up with and that other survivors have also shared that help me and can help you get through these anxious times. So, one tip is for those scan days, create a checklist of to do things. This is also a tip that my daughter has gotten as an athlete to help calm your nerves before a competition. I mean, those competition or game nerves are a little similar, like not necessarily life or death like ours, but it still induces that anxiety. So, what I mean by, creating a to-do list, like a very detailed thing, like as soon as you wake up, have on that list, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, comb your hair, get dressed. And as you're going through the day, you just check, check, check. And you've got like this list of things that you know you're going to do. And you're really focused on getting through that to do list and those menial things. Like, hopefully, for most of you, brushing your teeth isn't something that creates a lot of anxiety or, taking a drink of water. So, those are things like, okay, I've got to check this off. And you're just kind of going through that and you're more focused on the moment and not the anticipation of what is to come. So that's one big tip to help you through that. Another thing is to kind of have a scan day protocol, routine, celebration, whatever you may want to call it. So schedule something or figure out something that you're going to do after each scan. Maybe go out to your favorite lunch spot, go out to a movie. For me, my post scan routine was going out and getting a fancy coffee. Because when you go in for those scans, like the CT scan, they hook the IV up to you, they do the saline flush, you get that nasty taste in the back of your throat, and it doesn't go away really quick. So I will, oh shoot. Okay, sorry. I forgot to put my phone in do not disturb. Can everybody still hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up and let me know? Hopefully the sound is still going. Um, so, let's see. I Yeah, so getting like a coffee, something to drink to get rid of that nasty taste, the saline taste in your mouth, it's very helpful. And that was part of my routine. So I had like a little bit of a celebration, a little treat that I had after each one to try and get my mind off of what had just happened and what the results may say. So don't leave your day empty and give yourself tons of time to Google things because that is just going to send you down a spiral potentially. Another thing to keep in mind is to have like a 24-hour rule for new symptoms. So if a new symptom appears, give it 24 to 48 hours before you call the doctor, unless it's an emergency. If it's an emergency, definitely call right away. But if there's something new, like a new medium pain that you're getting, or like the bleeding that I was experiencing, I waited a day or two to make sure that it wasn't just, oh, like I had had a bad bathroom day and was wiping too much, and that's why there was a little blood. It was making sure that it was something that we needed to address so that you don't immediately panic anytime something new happens. Maybe you just slept weird and that is why you've got this pain in your shoulder or something like that. So give it a little bit of time so that helps distinguish between your normal little body quirks and symptoms that are something that you definitely need to address. Okay, great. So you can still see me. Um, so you have the same problem. Your wife has stage 3 diagnosis. I'm sorry to hear that. Is she in the middle of treatment right now? If you could let me know kind of where you're at this point, and sending you love because it is tough going through a cancer diagnosis. Um, so another tip to help get you through the Scanxiety is to try and go on an information diet for that next day or so. So stay off of forums, don't Google everything and what if scenarios. Try to just keep yourself focused, like I had mentioned, go to a movie, go out for some walks, listen to some music, immerse yourself in work and get through a bunch of tasks that you've been delaying. Try to keep your mind occupied and not going down the what if path. So, if anybody in the chat has any kind of scan day routine or a little ritual that they do every time that they go in for a scan and would like to offer that up to help others in the chat, go on and drop that in there and let me know. I'd love to hear what some other people do. I know another cancer survivor friend, every time that she goes in for a scan, right by the hospital that she goes to, there's a Shake Shack. She goes in, she gets the exact same thing, exact same shake every time. And it's almost kind of turned into a little bit of a, something like players, they get superstition. Almost a superstition now. Like she goes in, does all of that, and her scans come out clean every time. So there's that. I'm trying to think of other things that other people have mentioned that they do. Yeah, if you've got something, let me know in the chat. So my Scanxiety, it wasn't too bad after the first scan or two right away, but then the anticipation of it, I don't know, the gravity of my diagnosis kind of started sinking in more and more. And so about 2 years after I finished treatment, that's when peak Scanxiety hit me. So um, it it's just because like sometimes you're okay for a bit. Next scan can be very nerve-wracking. Next scan doesn't bother you at all. It's totally normal and to feel that and to have your feelings vary from scan to scan. So as scan time approaches, it's okay to be nervous, it's okay to be scared. These are totally normal reactions to this traumatic event that we've been through. So while it's not okay to let it cripple us with fear, but it's okay to feel that nervousness, get scared, and just try your best to focus on today and the things that you can control in this moment. That checklist, like, okay, it's time for me to make my lunch. I need to wash some dishes. I've got to go check this. So focus on the things that you can control because you can't really control the future. I wish we could and make it great, but we have to just roll with what comes and focus on what we can change and influence right now. So let's say, okay, Ordinary Vlog says that your wife loves the videos and is also a subscriber. Great. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and watching my videos. I'm glad that they are helpful during her cancer diagnosis. So thank you guys all for joining this conversation today. And remember, you are not in this alone. So my next live stream, it's going to be on Sunday. I'm in the Mountain Time Zone, so it's going to be 11:30 a.m. for me. If you're on the East Coast, it's going to be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be talking with each other about how we're staying active after cancer. For me, initially, I was doing awesome. Lately, I have not been doing great about staying active. So I want to have a conversation with you guys about what you all are doing and find out what things you love and get you motivated to stay active. And hopefully we can give each other some ideas of some things that we can do to keep moving, maybe find something new that we hadn't thought about as an option for staying active, because as we all know, staying active helps with keeping us healthy. It can help prevent a cancer recurrence or lower the chances of our cancer coming back. So make sure that you're subscribed and you've got those notifications enabled, so then you'll get a reminder when I go live for the future ones. And yeah, you'll know on Sunday, depending if you're not in either of those time zones, it'll do the math for you and let you know when I am going live. So we've got James is here saying hello. Hi, welcome to my live stream today. As we're wrapping up, I want to thank you guys all for joining the conversation today and want to remind you all you are not in this alone. And I will see you right back here for our next chat. I love you all. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.